Let's talk about roll 3, which is the mother drum groove on a djembe or conga. I'm going to use a tuba. I've kind of tuned it up a little bit high. It's still part of the conga family to play for you to illustrate roll 3. And I'm not going to put it on top of a stand, so a makeshift stand. At this point, what I'm going to do is use this tie bungee cord to help tilt it, and I'm going to put it up on the edges of my feet. I'm going to put my feet about this far apart, and I'm going to put it on the sole, on the edge of the sole, so it's not pinching my feet, but it's up off the ground about 2-3 inches, so I can get some of that sound out. And then I've just latched it, and I've tilted the drum away from me so that when I'm resting my palm against the edge, the metal edge here, see it leaves a white mark? I don't know if you can see that, but it leaves a white mark right against the fleshy part of my palm. That's where I want my hands to be for this. And I want the hands to be relaxed and the sound comes out, so my hands aren't really ever touching in the drum. So let's look at this document under workshop classes, roll 3. It's in class 2 because it's an intermediate technique required to play the drums. It's used for rhythms and pitch variation for producing the main groove, incorporating aspects of timekeeping, that is the beat, the down pulse, the back pulse, the secondary pulse. It incorporates pickups, build-ups, offbeats, and phrasing. Okay, the mother groove, everybody is listening to the mother groove, and so it has the most variety in its sound. It requires the most technique. So we're going to go into that. It has the pulse in it and the beat. That's brought out more by the low drums and by the bass guitar, but it does have that. In fact, the low drums and bass guitar are looking at the mother drum to see when it hits the bass, and they for sure want to amplify or enhance this bass tone that's coming out. There are also some players are looking for when they play slaps or claps or air fakes. They're looking for that because those are often on backbeats or offbeats, and they want to do something with that too. They probably want to hit something sharp to bring out that clap sound, some high-pitched sharp clapping sound, or that slap sound. Hard to get a slap on a low drum, but I'm trying. It's really effective on a high-pitched djembe. Djembes are really good. You can get a nice deep sound in the middle on a djembe and a really nice cracking sound on the side for your slap. So let's look at this again. It says that it's used, has a lot of different pitches. We'll show you all those different pitches. It has just about everything in it that we've talked about. Build-ups, building up to the end of the phrase. Syncopation towards the end. More notes leading up to the end. Whatever it takes to signal the end of a song. So it has everything, and everybody's watching the mother groove to figure out what they're supposed to do. So I guess we really need to get into the different hand techniques that are used to produce the varying tones and timbres and articulation. So it really has everything in there. The mother drum is the only drum that we write the parts out for. We get the grooves off of CDs, traditional rhythms that I'm teaching, ideas from other people, and we kind of put it all together, and then when we got it just right, we write it out because there's so many different tones that we have to account for. The rhythms are varied. It usually takes a while to memorize the mother drum groove, but that's our goal, is to get it memorized so that you're freed up from staring at a piece of paper. Everybody else is pretty much just watching the mother drum groove to figure out what they're going to do, and it's all based on the guidelines that we've already talked about.